Hello dear students, how are you all doing? I hope you enjoyed our first video on Grignard's reagent where we had discussed the fundamentals of the properties and preparation of Grignard's reagent and also the flow chart. In this video, the second video in the series, we shall be talking about nucleophilic addition reactions which are followed by hydrolysis. So what is the fundamental behind this? Let us understand first. We know that in the case of carbonyl compounds, oxygen is more electronegative. So it pulls the electrons of the double bond towards itself, whereas carbon remains with a positive charge on it. And what did we learn about Grignard's reagent? Yes, carbon is more electronegative compared to magnesium. So what will happen over here when this reaction is carried out? Of course, all our reactions are in the presence of dry ether. So here, the positive goes to the negative and negative goes to the positive. So the alkyl carbon attacks the carbon of the carbonyl group, the C double bond O group. Carbon is positive, it is attacked by the carbon of the Grignard's reagent, whereas MgX will be taken up by, of course, oxygen. So what do we have? We will have an addition product over here, OMgX, and there we go, and there we have the alkyl group. Now if you see, this poor carbon is loaded so much, and moreover it has an electropositive magnesium over here, and this is where our H2O comes into the picture. So we have H positive, OH negative. The lone pair of electrons on the oxygen are happy to form a bond with H positive. So you see, there's been a strong friendship between oxygen and hydrogen for a long time. With the result, this particular bond will now transform itself into OH single bond R. Interesting, right? And of course, our magnesium will depart with the halogen and the OH from water. If instead of oxygen we have nitrogen, there also we know that nitrogen is more electronegative compared to carbon. And that forms the basis of our nucleophilic addition reactions which are followed by hydrolysis. So are you ready with a pen and paper in your hand so that you can write down the reactions with me? Well done. So let us get started with the first reaction for today. So we have Grignard's reagent, as you can see clearly over here. Grignard's reagent plus methanol. Methanol or formaldehyde gives us a primary alcohol. Grignard's reagent on reaction with any other aldehyde followed by hydrolysis gives us a secondary alcohol. So we can have a 1 degree alcohol, a 2 degree alcohol, or if you treat Grignard's reagent with a ketone, we will have a tertiary alcohol. So the steps of our reaction would simply be Grignard reagent plus the aldehyde or the ketone. They will form an addition product as I explained just now, and this addition product on hydrolysis will give you the final product. So what will be that final product? It is an alcohol. So let's get started by writing the reactions. I'm going to first start with methanol, HCHO, right? It is also called as formaldehyde in the common system or methanol according to the IUPAC system. Why methanol? There is only one carbon atom over here. So meth, saturated, so ane, and aldehydic group as the functional group. So methanol. RMGX, our favorite formula, general formula for the Grignard's reagent. Go ahead, negative, positive, negative, positive. Connect the negative to the positive and positive to the negative. So R goes to this carbon atom and oxygen calls the magnesium and says, come on, I may have something for you. So we have over here HCO, MgX, H and R. So this is our addition product which has been formed. Now, as we spoke earlier, this addition product may not be so happy being like this. So what does it do? It undergoes hydrolysis in an acidic medium, and let me make things a little simple, right? So break it down over here and we have H and OH coming from the water. So what product do we form over here? Try it. Unless you try it yourself, how will you gain confidence in the topic? That way you can go on watching as many videos as you want. But unless you write it with your own hand, how are you going to gain confidence? Now look at the product. What product have I got over here? R CH2OH. And so what is this? When the functional group is CH2OH, yes, of course, it's a primary alcohol, also written as a 1-degree alcohol. Now, it's your turn to practice writing this reaction. So, I am going to give you a question over here. So, I have HC double bond OH. And I am going to react it with, let's say, ethyl magnesium bromide. Pause the video, go step by step, form the addition product, carry out hydrolysis, and be ready with your answer. Be honest. Yes, I am also doing it with you, but let's be honest with each other. Try it yourself so as to gain confidence. Let's match our answers. So we formed the addition product. C2H5 I have written in an expanded form. I have written it as CH2CH3. Why did I do that? Actually, it helps me name the organic compound very easily. So what did we do? We will break it down over here, H and OH. What do we get? Yes, of course, you get here CH3, CH2, CH2OH. So what product have you got here? Yes, it's a propanol or propyl alcohol according to the common system and propanol according to the IUPAC system. Notice the interesting bit. Again, I have started with a compound which has only one carbon atom. But with the help of the Grignard's reagent, I have moved up the chain, and now in my final product, in my final alcohol, I've got 3 carbon atoms. You notice how Grignard's reagent are so helpful in what we say going up the chain, or we can also say that they help us to ascend the carbon chain, right? So are you ready to write the next reaction yourself? So you have Grignard's reagent reacting with aldehyde other than methanol. So let's go for the simplest one. So let's say I say that I am talking about ethanol over here. CH3CHO. CH3CHO is also known as acetaldehyde in the common system, right? Or according to the IUPAC system, it will be ethanol. Oh, very good. I can see that some of you are actually doing it very fast. What you have to do is simply CH3 over here, and I get a CH3 over here. So that means now my product is R CHOH CH3. Let me write it in an expanded or a continuous manner. So we have carbon, CHOH, and there's a methyl group attached to it, and there's another alkyl group attached to it. So what kind of alcohol do you have over here? Yes, it's a 2-degree alcohol, or what we call as a secondary alcohol. So Grignard's reagent plus any other aldehyde followed by hydrolysis gives you a secondary alcohol. Why don't you try the previous reaction, the challenge question, now with ethanol, CH3CHO? Try writing the products which are formed. Try naming them as well according to the IUPAC system. That will also increase your confidence in naming the compounds, because it's not always that you will be given the name or you'll be asked directly. Yes, I can give you the answer, but I'm waiting for you to do the reaction. Okay, so we change the hydrogen to CH3. Hydrolysis, acidic hydrolysis happens as usual. In many places you will find it written like this. It is correct. So you have CH3, CH. Notice the CH2, CH3. Please be very careful. In my experience, I have also seen students writing it like this. Yes, they write it as CH3, CH2 and connected to a carbon. That would be wrong. Can you tell me why that would be wrong? Notice, expand it. You will see where you are going wrong. 1, 2, 3 hydrogen, right? So where does the carbon get connected here? See, you can't connect the carbon. This will be absolutely wrong. And also apply logic. CH3, CH2, MgBr. It's this carbon which becomes negative, and it is this magnesium which becomes positive. Isn't it so simple to understand? Right? So let's form the products again. You're waiting for me to give you the answer, right? So CH3, CH, CH2, CH3, and then OH. How am I going to name this particular compound? So I'll have here 1, 2, 3, and 4. So with the result, the name of this compound becomes 4 carbon atoms. So bute, saturated, so N, OH group at the second carbon atom, it becomes butane 2-ol. And what type of an alcohol is it? See the functional group, CHOH. The carbon attached to the OH is attached to only 2 other alkyl groups. Hence, this makes up for a secondary alcohol. Isn't it interesting? Should I go a step further? Right, and we said Grignard's reagent plus a ketone gives us a tertiary alcohol. So I am going to make the modification here itself. So let me make this hydrogen also into CH3. Oh my god, this is becoming so messed up, right? So let me clean up the entire place. By that time, I know you would have written the reaction. Yes, we are writing the reaction with a simple ketone, that is propanone. Again, plus minus, add the plus to the minus to the plus, and we will have an addition product. So CH3. In other words, now the hydrogen attached to the alkyl group disappears, and I will have a functional group that is a carbon attached to 3 other alkyl groups and attached to an OH. So what kind of alcohol is this now? Yes, now it would be a 3-degree alcohol or a tertiary alcohol. Isn't it all so simple? Challenge yourself. How are you going to challenge yourself? Yes, of course, you know how I am going to tell you to do it. CH3, C double bond O, CH3. So what happens over here? Yes, again, it's going to be pretty simple here. Instead of H, what does it become? CH3. CH3. Now give the name of this alcohol. What does it become? Try. Yes, again we number it in the same order, 1, 2, 3, 4. But on the second carbon we also have a methyl group. So this becomes 2-methyl butane 2-ol, which is a tertiary alcohol. And this validates our easy to remember chart, which says Grignard's reagent plus methanol, Grignard's reagent plus any other aldehyde, and Grignard's reagent plus ketone. If you haven't been on the channel earlier, please know that this flow chart is already there on the channel, which makes learning Grignard's reagent very, very easy. We next come to the reaction of Grignard's reagent with esters. Now when we react with esters, again the product is alcohol, but what category of alcohol we will get will depend upon the acid, the parent acid. So if I have the ester of a formic acid, now this formic acid, which is maybe a new term for you, it is the common name of methanoic acid. Meth, 1 carbon atom. Oic acid, that means COOH group, and complete the remaining valency and we have methanoic acid, HCOOH, or formic acid. When we convert an acid to an ester, the hydrogen, the acidic hydrogen, is replaced by an alkyl group. That alkyl group may be methyl, ethyl, propyl, anything it can be, right? And when we have esters of acids other than formic acid, we will get a 3-degree alcohol. Now, you can see here that there's the presence of C double bond O. See, let's expand it. HC double bond O, OH, OR. Right? That's an ester. Oh yes, some of you have already started working. That is so encouraging. And I would love to hear your reactions on the video and whether it was helpful or not. I would love to hear that. It will boost up my energy as well. R-MgX. Go ahead. Step by step. Pause the video. Try it for yourself. shift the electrons, negative, positive. And in the case of Grignard's reagent, negative, positive. What will we have over here? Negative calling the positive and positive being attacked by the negative. Correct? So we will have HCOMgX, R dash and OR. Now this is a little heavy for it to handle. Because of the alkyl group, now this oxygen will have a tendency to withdraw electrons. Now, when this oxygen withdraws electrons of the bond, the lone pair of electrons on this oxygen are very considerate. They feel bad for the carbon which is losing a bond. So what will happen? There is shifts of the bond. So HC. This turns into a double bond and I have an R dash over here, whereas my Mg, X and OR become connected. Why? My MgX, magnesium, is electropositive, whereas OR is full of electrons. So they form friendship with each other. Now what is this product that you see? See carefully. You can make out, yes, it's an aldehyde, but is it methanol? No, it's an aldehyde other than methanol. Remember in the previous slide when this reacts with Grignard's reagent further, followed by acidic hydrolysis, what was being formed? Well done, you formed a 2-degree alcohol. So pause the video, try writing the reaction for yourself. It will really boost up your confidence. It will do you good. Try it. R dash CH double bond O. And let's say you are reacting it with another molecule of R dash MgX. What will you form? Alternately, you can also try and challenge yourself with a reaction. Yes, you can complete this reaction and I'm going to give you a challenge question as well. HC double bond O, C2H5 reacting with C2H5 MgBr. Go ahead, write all the steps of this reaction. Yes, we are in it together. I'm not leaving you alone. I'm there with you. Don't copy. Try it yourself. Our aldehyde is C2H5CHO. Reacted with another molecule of Grignard's reagent. We'll get an addition product which again on acidic hydrolysis, H positive, H2O, will give us a product which is a secondary alcohol. Now can you name this product? Be very, very careful because you have C2H5 over here. I'm sure you don't want to go wrong in naming this product. So spread it out. So when I spread it out, I have CH3, CH2, COH, H, CH2, CH3. Look at that. So we started with HC double bond O, OC2H5 or CH3, and we ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 carbon atoms. Our original acid had only 1 carbon atom, but we ended up with an alcohol which has 5 carbon atoms, and the name of this would be pentan 3-ol. Isn't it interesting? And also the alkyl group is coming from the Grignard's reagent C2H5MgBr. So whether this was C2H5, CH3, C3H7 does not make a difference. What we are getting over here is the alkyl group is coming from the Grignard's reagent. Interesting, correct? The next reaction that we have to write is Grignard's reagent reacting with esters of acids other than formic acid. So for example, the acid that I am taking up is CH3COOH. And let's form an ester from it, CH3 C double bond O OC2H5. Yes, you can write it as CH3 COO C2H5 as well, but I thought that writing it this way will get you started on writing the products of this reaction. There is absolutely no point if you are just watching this video without you taking up your pen and notebook and not practicing the equations with me. Go ahead. Let's take some specific case over here now. CH3MgBr. Go ahead, write the products of the reaction step by step by step. Do our answers tally? Yes. Step 1, form the addition product. It offloads the MgBr and OC2H5. And what do we have left over here? Yes, we've got a ketone coming from CH3 C double bond O over here. Right? Now, the ketone reacts further with the Grignard's reagent to give us an addition product, which on acidic hydrolysis is giving us a tertiary alcohol. Again, 2-methyl propan 2-ol. Now what has happened? If you have a look at the reaction which took place, see, this has got converted into this product. Basically, you are using up 2 molecules of Grignard's reagent. Easy way to remember. Convert the double bond O to OH. Replace the OC2H5 by the alkyl groups of the Grignard's reagent, and your product is ready. This hint is for those students who want a quick answer for the objective questions. But if you are in doubt, there is nothing wrong in writing the steps quickly and being sure about our answer. In the next video, we shall be taking up some more reactions of Grignard's reagent with substances like acid chloride, carbon dioxide, hydrogen cyanide, alkyl cyanides. So please do stay tuned, stay connected, and if you are feeling happy by the learning on this channel, please do remember to share it with friends and classmates and help some more students smile. See you in the next video. Stay happy, stay healthy.